Alright, here's Jessie. I am in my lovely red outfit. You can see how this black belt right here really cinches it in. Now this really goes to expound upon, once again, this turned upward a little too much, not my best angle. So this amplifies or expounds the point that I was making earlier about doing a darker belt to cinch in a waist. Now say that you have a larger middle section. Then you would go ahead and you would take this belt and your new waistline would be immediately under your bust. That is how you would have it. One second, let me loosen this just a little bit more for my abs. Okay, and then that now accentuates the chest, and the stomach is like it's forgotten, especially if you're in a flowier dress. So if your dress flows out, then that would do a lot better than this. But this still gets the point across of that's how you do that that's how you use belts to cover up and to help the outfit if you have a larger middle section. Another tip for that, if you do have a larger stomach, then you want to get different cardigans, and like the bolero that I was wearing earlier over that first red dress, how it cut short. That is a great thing to bring the attention just to the chest and not to the stomach or to any of the rest of it. You just want to bring attention to your chest in that case, and if you have nice legs, then maybe you can, have a little bit like that, or if you have thicker thighs, then maybe, but nice calves, then show your calves. Definitely, but one thing about what the vintage ladies did is everything that they did was about working with what they already had. They didn't go and get plastic surgery, or they had what they had, and so they would do different style things to do the same things that we do now with surgery. And this has a nice 60s kind of a fold over it. I sewed in this dress to fit me as well. Most of my dresses I did have to learn tailoring when I got into vintage dressing, because I love outfits that fit me real nice, and most outfits don't when I find them. Whether they're new or Presley's hand-me-downs or anything like that. And this one again has another of those seams like that last one did. The other one had two seams, which I prefer because the second one adds a little poof for the bottom, which I love. This one still has a seam right there, and that makes it to where, again, it just looks a little more full here in the chest. And so it actually has the same thing going down as well. It goes against my hips and it goes directly down. This is a very nice 60s look. You'll see it in Mad Men a lot. And then just pairing it, let me bring that down a little bit more. Pairing it with the nice pumps is another just great option. I probably would just pair this outfit with pumps rather than having a Mary Jane that goes over your ankle. Because you always want to notice if you're wearing a Mary Jane, I can pull mine out now. This is something of a Mary Jane right here. Let's see, let me close it up. Okay, so this is where it has a thing that goes directly over the top of your foot. Now by doing that, it shortens the look of your leg. If you have it to where it's a pump and it doesn't have that at all, then it lengthens the look of your leg. And so that's something that you want to keep in mind when it comes to the outfits that you wear. If you have, say, a really long dress going on, then it's totally fine to wear something over. Or if you have one that goes, I even think if it goes below your knees, then you should wear one that has, that has a Mary Jane cut that goes over your foot. That way, it brings the attention also there without making your leg look stumpy. That's what I find on my legs, at least. And so, I believe that Presley is ready. This one just cuts like mid-knee. This one particularly cuts mid-knee, but it's still the perfect point, or high knee, perfect point where I can show the length of my leg.